So Matthew's Gospel, the last parable in that whole section of teaching about what it means to be the church and how individuals should live. We've had various parables that talk about being on the right side and on the wrong side, and in today there's that language used about those who are accepted into the kingdom of heaven and those who aren't. This is all picture language. God's love is for everyone, everywhere, and it's about what you do. And in today's reading, Jesus spells out to those who are in the right that what it's all about is your actions: clothing the naked, feeding the hungry, loving the oppressed, being alongside people who need it. And fundamentally, those actions in and of themselves aren't the key thing. It's about love. Love without reserve, love without prejudice, love without any sense of division, based on that simple fact that we know ourselves to be loved by God, the God who made all people, and hence all people are loved. Nobody has to feel special and picked out and privileged. You can feel blessed and rewarded and happy and joyful because you know God's love in your heart. But that's not to say that you're anything different from anybody else. And God's love, just as it falls to you, in the true meaning of that word, through God's grace, coming to us before we even knew it, certainly before we earned it. So that grace, that love, that joy, that peace is for all the world. And what was nice about the reading is that when Jesus says to those who have lived that kind of life, they say, well, when did we ever do that? Because it's not about ticking the obvious boxes. It's not about the things that you can say, I was that role, I was in that place, I did those things. It's about an attitude of life. It's making sure that every single action is directed along those lines, that everybody matters, everyone's important. There is no room for anything that isn't loving and kind. That's what it means, and that's what Jesus calls from all those who claim to be his disciples.